Welcome to our podcast. Today our guest is Miss Iram. Today we're discussing how to write a magazine article for the IGCSE or O-Level English Language Exam.
That's right. Writing a magazine article can be a fun and creative task, but it also has specific conventions that students need to follow.
So how do students start a magazine article? What's the best way to grab the reader's attention?
Great question. A strong opening is crucial. Students can start with a catchy headline or an interesting fact. This sets the tone for the article.
And what about the introduction? How should that be structured?
The introduction should engage the reader and make them want to read more.
And what about the language used in these articles?
The language should be clear and engaging. Students should use a conversational tone, and they can include quotes or anecdotes to make it relatable.
Interesting. So what's the purpose of a magazine article in this context?
The purpose is to inform, entertain, or persuade the reader. It's about sharing ideas and engaging with the audience.
And how should students conclude their articles?
The writer must leave the reader with something to think about. A strong closing statement can really make an impact.
Can you give an example of a strong closing statement?
Sure. Something like, in conclusion, understanding the impact of climate change is crucial for our future. It's direct and thought-provoking.
That's a great example. Now let's talk about some common assumptions students might have about writing.
Many students think writing a magazine article is easy, but it requires planning and structure.
Exactly. It's not just about writing, it's about crafting a piece that resonates with readers.
And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you write, the better you'll get.
So to summarize, a magazine article should start with a catchy opening, include engaging body content, and end with a strong conclusion.
Yes, and using clear conversational language is key. It helps connect with the audience.
This topic is so important for students preparing for their exams. It can really set them apart.
Absolutely, and it's a skill they can use beyond the classroom.
Before we wrap up, here's a thought-provoking question. How can students incorporate their unique voice into their writing?
That's a great question. Encouraging students to express their individuality can make their articles stand out.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this discussion helps you in your writing journey.
And remember, writing is a skill